Leaked chat between Farage and Starmer sparks nationwide outrage. Who sent it? You're not going to believe what just surfaced. A leaked WhatsApp exchange reportedly between Nigel Farage and Keir Starmer has just rocked the political landscape. And while both camps are scrambling for damage control, one question is dividing the nation. Is this real, or is someone playing a very dangerous game? Because if the contents of this chat are authentic, if even half of it is legit, then everything we thought we knew about this election and the relationship between so-called rivals might be completely wrong. This wasn't a hacked file. It didn't drop from an anonymous email. It came from a named source, dropped in public, screenshotted and timestamped. And the political world hasn't been the same since. Let's unpack what's in this message and why it has left millions feeling deceived, furious, and betrayed. The screenshots appeared late Sunday night. Posted on a rapidly growing political Substack, then picked up by several X accounts with large followings, the messages showed what appeared to be a back-channel chat between Nigel Farage, leader of Reform UK, and Keir Starmer, Labour's top man. The exchange was short, but the implications massive. Here's a few of the most eyebrow-raising lines. Farage, we hold until Thursday. After that, we're free. Starmer, no open mention of immigration until Midlands secured. Agreed. Farage, you'll get your buffer. I just want guarantees. That was enough. Enough to ignite everything. Within minutes, both Farage and Starmer's names were trending. Accusations flew. Commentators speculated. And everyday voters started asking the obvious. Why are these two even talking privately? Wait, aren't they supposed to be political opponents? That's exactly why the leak hit so hard. Farage has built an entire brand on tearing into the Westminster elite. He's positioned himself as the anti-establishment disruptor, especially when it comes to Labour. Meanwhile, Starmer has painted Farage as everything his party stands against: xenophobic, reckless, inflammatory. So what's going on here? Are we witnessing a political performance? Is this some form of silent coordination? Or is the leak itself a hoax? Because that's the other side of the story, and it's spreading just as fast. Within hours of the leak going viral, spokespeople from both camps issued blunt statements. Labour HQ. This is a fabricated exchange. We have referred the matter to legal counsel and digital forensics experts. Reform UK. Nigel Farage does not, and has not, had private communications with Keir Starmer. This is a coordinated smear. But the denials haven't stopped the storm. Why? Because the screenshots looked too detailed to dismiss out of hand. Correct name formatting. Matching message timestamps. Identical layout to WhatsApp's dark mode UI. Even metadata shown in the corner. One cybersecurity expert interviewed on LBC said, "If it's fake, it's a very convincing one. But until someone releases the full message logs, we can't rule out authenticity." Another analyst added, "The phrasing is what's odd. It sounds like something two strategists would say, not necessarily the party leaders themselves. That raises its own questions. The most stunning part of all this? People believe it. Even those who oppose Farage or dislike Starmer or both are now saying the quiet part out loud. Maybe it's all theater." One viral comment said, "Now I understand why nothing ever really changes no matter who wins." Another, "It's not about left versus right anymore. It's insiders versus the public." Some are calling it Textgate. Others are asking if this is just the first leak, with more messages being held in reserve. And a few, mostly journalists and digital sleuths, are trying to verify the source that published the images in the first place. That's where things get even murkier. The chat leak first appeared via a controversial figure, someone with a massive online following, but also a deeply polarizing track record. He claims to have received the messages from a whistleblower close to Reform. No names, no data trail, just screenshots and chaos. This has led many to question whether the whole leak is a setup either to discredit one side or to destabilize the election altogether. As one former political consultant posted, "If you wanted to confuse the electorate and make them stop trusting anyone, this is exactly how you do it." Here's the uncomfortable truth. Whether this leak is real or a brilliantly executed fake, the effect is the same. The public trust has already taken the hit. And both Farage and Starmer, two men who couldn't be more different on the surface, are now being looked at with the same suspicion. That's dangerous. Because in a democracy, perception is power. And once people start believing that the game is rigged, that the whole system is a charade, that's when things unravel. We don't yet know who wrote those messages. We don't know if the chat is real or crafted to divide. But we do know this. The leak has already done its job. It's shaken the walls of public trust. It's forced two powerful figures to go on the defensive. And it's reminded us that in this age of digital warfare, truth isn't what's said, it's what people believe. So now we're all left asking, if this was only a preview, what else is waiting to surface? And more importantly, who's pulling the strings behind the curtain?